Let's go to, let's see, Trump has it right. Trump, can you read this one for us? On the right side? Can you read that on the left side, sorry? Can you see it? Okay.
Um, each patient will say, let's your organs is not out. You have a which become and that's your define who we are and that's who we are is the you address or the not which is discriminant and who don't is like with your outline. With this you the to divide to describe what your Disney is like to be you can be behind and future habit.
Okay, very good. Good job, Trump. Okay. So the idea here, guys, is that what you think about is likely to affect your behavior. Okay? And your behavior tends to become habits. Okay? And your habits define you as a person, and who you are as a person is going to define your destiny. Okay? So you have to be careful what you think about because it's probably going to be reflected in your behavior. And your behavior, you have to be careful what you do because it's likely to become a habit. And your habits will define you as a person, and your destiny will be an outcome of who you are as a person. Okay? The best example I can think of this are cigarette smokers, people who smoke tobacco cigarettes. Okay? So maybe they're like feeling stressed and unhappy or whatever, and so then they start smoking, right? Or they try in high school maybe as a behavior, and then cigarette smoking becomes a habit. Like they get used to being cigarette smokers. Are any of you guys cigarette smokers in here? Okay, sorry, sorry about that. Okay, it becomes a habit, right? Like you try it, then it becomes a habit. Okay, but some people are chain smokers, meaning that they're smoking all the time. Like the minute they get up, as soon as they wake up, they light up a cigarette, and they're smoking all the time. They're smoking in their house, they're smoking in their car, they're smoking at school, they're smoking at work. At night they're smoking, they turn off their cigarette, they go to sleep. Chain smokers. Okay? So they become chain smokers. And when you meet them, you can smell the nicotine on them. Like they come close to you, you can smell it, right? It's like coming out of their body, their clothes, the nicotine. Have you guys met people like that?
Yeah.
Not yet. Well, I have. Okay? They become chain smokers. Okay? And usually, what happens to chain smokers? They get what? Lung cancer. Yul Brynner, famous American actor, died of lung cancer. Because they maybe were stressed and they started smoking, then they became a habit, they became chain smokers, they developed lung cancer, and then they died. Okay. So what I'm asking you here is like, tell me about your thoughts, your behavior, your habits, your personality now, and how can you improve it in the future? Right? Like stop smoking. That's a probably good recommendation. Okay. That's true. And same with Dr. Nassar, right? We talked about Dr. Nassar who was sentenced to 175 years of prison, right? He was thinking a lot about these young girls, I think, right? And so then he started having sexual contact with them, and then it became a habit for him, right? Having contact with these young girls, and then he became a sexual predator, right? And then he went to prison for 175 years. Okay. So be careful. Okay, there's the next slide.